Three is a magic number, and Hollywood agrees. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for another Top 10 Movie Trilogies. For this list, we've chosen the best of Tinseltown cinematic triplets that haven't already been acknowledged in our previous Top 10 Movie Trilogies video.
Bring the noise.
So before you cry foul play and not seeing any Matrix or Star Wars on this list, be sure to check out the first video. Number 10, the Men in Black Trilogy.
Give me your attention for a moment. I'll be glad to tell you what happened.
While the first sequel didn't quite live up to the standards of the original movie, we can't leave these Men in Black for the marks they did hit in a franchise that spans 15 years.
You're under arrest for violating sections 4153 of the Tycho Treaty.
So hand over whatever galaxy you might be carrying and step away from your busted-ass vehicle and put your hands on your head.
With all three films loaded with star-studded casts, beautiful blends of action, comedy, and impressive visuals, these sci-fi classics bring out some of the best the genre has to offer.
Well, it's an emergency. What? You're doing fine, Ace. What kind of emergency? What's the rush to get off the planet all of a sudden?
They've also spawned an amusement park attraction and a cartoon series.
I make this look good.
Number 9, the Three Flavors Cornetto Trilogy.
Oh, yes.
Starring English comedians Simon Pegg, Nick Frost and friends, this trilogy is the black sheep of our list. Being a series with three entirely separate, non-sequential films, all connected with Cornetto ice cream cameos. Composed of Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End. Director of the trilogy, Edgar Wright, saw each of these partial parodies not merely as films with non-stop gags, but also being thematically united through the highlighting of subjects like growing up and the dangers that come with acting and thinking in a childlike manner. Number 8, the Austin Powers Trilogy.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby, indeed. Starring Mike Myers as the hilarious titular spy, as well as his clumsy and evil arch-nemesis Dr. Evil. This trilogy is espionage parody at its finest.
It's a very groovy time.
Although conceived and designed to poke fun at the over-the-top plots and overt sexual content innate in the emerging spy film genre of the 60s. Yeah, we're looking at you, 00. These films nevertheless work as standalone action comedies. And this, even if they do recycle their own jokes, which they've at least acknowledged.
Very shagadelic, baby.
The end result is triple-fold comedy gold that will never lose its mojo.
All right, slaphead, turn around.
Where's my mojo?
Number 7, the Mad Max Trilogy.
You want to get out of here? You talk to me.
Before his lamentable fall from grace, Mel Gibson portrayed the desert speed demon we know only as Mad Max Rockatansky.
You can hack through your ankle in 5 minutes. Go.
You're mad.
One of the few film franchises to receive consistent rave reviews with each sequel, the Road Warrior's aggression on the desert sands, at Thunderdome, and beyond continues to be celebrated by die-hard fans and pop culture fanatics.
There has been too much violence, too much pain.
Filled with creative costumes, vivid sets, and pulse-pounding car chases, this trilogy is easily the epitome of fantastic, speed-crazed storytelling. Number 6, the Evil Dead Trilogy.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
In this string of unique gore fests, Bruce Campbell stars as the haunted Ash Williams, whose antics and adventures have garnered praise to a point that they've elevated him to pop culture phenomenon status.
You bastards! Why are you torturing me like this? Why?
What makes this series stand out from its competitors in the horror genre is its drastic evolution in tone and aesthetic with its sequels. Beginning as an edge-of-your-seat thrill with the original Evil Dead in 1981, the series' first sequel took an interesting turn with its blend of comedy, and it concluded with a fantasy medieval twist with Army of Darkness.
Hail to the king, baby.
Number 5, the Mexico Trilogy.
Let's play.
Conspiracy, murders, epic gunfights, pretty ladies. These are just some of the many qualities that make this explosive mariachi trilogy awesome. Known for his extravagant visuals on low budgets, writer and director Robert Rodriguez began his endeavors in this action series with El Mariachi, which was shot on a budget of $7,000 US.
And what's in there? Weapons? Guns? Knives?
A guitar.
Following a less favored sequel 3 years later, Rodriguez and his guitar-playing, gunslinging amigo ended on a high note with Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which stayed true to the preceding film's motifs of retribution, country, love, and guitar cases that make things go boom. Number 4, the Living Dead Trilogy. No way this list would be complete without a nod to the initial works that started our obsession for deteriorating flesh eaters. Beginning in 1968 with the black and white Night of the Living Dead, and later accompanied by Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead, these horror classics gave zombies a new life and a sub-horror genre of their own. Initially criticized for their explicit content, the films have since become walking pop culture giants, with Night of the Living Dead being selected for preservation by the U.S. National Film Registry.
Stop it! You're acting like a child!
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
Number 3, the Bourne Trilogy.
Why me? Why did you pick me?
Based on the spy thriller novels of Robert Ludlum, Matt Damon kept audiences on the edge of their seats as this trilogy's titular protagonist.
Part of the program.
As an ex-CIA assassin on the run from his former agency, he's simultaneously seeking to restore his identity after suffering from perpetual amnesia.
I don't know who I am. I don't know where I'm going. None of it.
Met with consistent critical acclaim and high box office numbers, their films were noted for their emphasis on flashy practical effects, which added a heightened sense of realism and thrill that matched veteran series of the genre, like the 007 franchise. It also spawned the 2012 spin-off with Jeremy Renner in the lead, playing a different character.
Get down!
Number 2, the Before Trilogy.
What's your name?
My name? It's Jesse.
These days, the genre of romance, film or otherwise, has fallen under heavy fire and earned a bad rep. Thankfully, though, we have Richard Linklater's critically acclaimed Before trilogy to retreat to for Sanctuary.
There's been so much water under the bridge. It's not even about you anymore. It's about that time, that moment in time that is forever gone. I don't know.
Beginning with the well-received Before Sunrise in 1995, the equally potent and praised sequels Before Sunset and Before Midnight had director Linklater giving his lead actors, Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy, leeway with their lines by contributing directly to the screenplay.
I would prefer to have an unemotional, rational conversation. I mean, do you think we could do that? Would that be possible?
Here we go.
Couple that with their perfect on-screen chemistry, and you've got 2 Oscar nods for Best Adapted Screenplay waiting to happen.
Listen, this is not a game. You get all cute, you get in my panties, and next thing I know, I'm buying peanut butter in Chicago.
Before we unveil our top trilogy, here are some honorable mentions.
Billy, you know, you don't have to be embarrassed if your dick gets hard. But your dick is supposed to get hard, see? That's the whole object of this.
What did I do that was so terrible? You shot my girlfriend. In the neck. There's nothing else to say. It's not like she died.
Play long enough, you never change the stakes. The house takes you. Unless, when that perfect hand comes along, you bet big, and then you take the house.
Been practicing this, Peter.
A little bit. Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed it.
No, it was good. I liked it.
Will you visit us in our world?
I shall be watching you always.
Number 1, the Toy Story trilogy.
To infinity and beyond!
As Pixar's first full-length feature, the first Toy Story, released in 1995, quickly found its way to the U.S. National Film Registry for preservation on its first year of eligibility.
You, my friend, are responsible for delaying my rendezvous with Star Command. You are a toy!
Its sequels proved to be equally powerful, with their similar themes of identity, friendship, and loyalty strongly tied into the well-written narratives that had us smiling, laughing, and crying.
Come on, guys. Let's get our parts together, get ready, and go out on a high note.
With the third film being the first animated feature to surpass the $1 billion gross mark, as well as being one of only 3 animated films to be given an Oscar nomination for Best Picture, there's no question that these toys were never meant to be thrown out of our hearts.
Reach for the sky.
And we're sure they never will be.
This isn't goodbye.
Hey, Woody, have fun at college.
Yeah, but not too much fun.
Do you agree with our list? Which movie trilogies keep you running on movie marathons?
What the happened last night?
Hey, Phil, am I missing a tooth?
For more non-stop top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Thank you for participating in our drill. Hopefully you enjoyed our new, smaller, more energy-efficient subway cars. Watch your step. You will have a nice evening.